Hey everyone, Crystal Grace here. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. So this one we're going to do a quick energy check-in in regards to what comes to mind when people hear your name, what comes to mind when you come up in conversation. So we have 5 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 we have the Macca's chips. Pile number 2 we have the sunflower. Pile number 3 we have good vibes. Pile number 4 we have the Fanta bottle, and pile number 5 we have out of office. So a quick disclaimer while you are connecting with one of the crock plugs. If a reading starts to trigger you in any way and you go into some sort of downward spiral, please trust the fact that this reading is not for you. You may feel called to pick a different pile or just opt out of the reading and carry on with your life. Not all collective readings have messages for us. Even I know this as a reader who does engage in other tarot readers' pick a card readings. Some of them, are just sort of there to confirm out what our intuition's already feeling. So if it doesn't align with your intuition, please trust you need to release it and trust that it is for somebody else. So with that said, let's go. Let's get into pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the McDonald's fries, so the vibe I kind of pick up with McDonald's fries, it's fast food, right? It's takeout. So, maybe for some of you, a lot of you might like to eat takeout. Maybe people, when your name comes to mind, is like they've seen you at McDonald's, they've eaten fries with you. Maybe there's a way that you eat your fries. You might dip it in ice cream. You might dip it in your Coke. Yes, believe it or not, I've met people who dip their fries in their Coke. Anyway, yeah, so I just feel like for those of you, just to do a quick energy check-in just based off French fries, you definitely are known for a love of French fries. Maybe chips and gravy as well. I love chips and gravy. But yeah, I definitely sense there is this energy when what comes to mind with people is maybe you are fast moving as well, fast paced, in and out, always busy, always got somewhere to go. When we think about McDonald's drive-through, not all the time the transactions are actually easy as well. So some of you people, what comes to mind when they hear your name or they think about you is that transactions always happen very smoothly, or transactions with you don't always happen very smoothly. Like, when you grab the bag, you drive off and you realize there's no sweet and sour sauce with your chicken nuggets. That kind of vibe. So there could be some sort of mixed energies here in regards to what comes to people's mind, but we will jump into it. Let's go. Show me no reversals. What comes to mind when people hear pile 1's name, or when they decide to talk about them when they are not around. I'm hearing trust the calling, so I feel like a lot of you could be quite intuitive. Maybe you need to trust your calling. Just a side note. So we have the Queen of Cups. Very beautiful energies. So we've got Judgment. We've got the World. We've got the Four of Cups. We have Justice. So 3 out of 5 major arcana here. So people might actually find you to be have quite a big impact on their life. Here is what I feel. All right, so the Queen of Cups, the overall energy, what comes to people's minds. So I definitely feel like with the Queen of Cups, people see you as somebody who's very emotionally attuned. You're probably a person who's got a lot of empathy. You can definitely sympathize a lot of people's situations. And I feel like for a lot of you, what comes to people's mind is that you're somebody that they can lean on for emotional support with this overall vibe of the Queen of Cups. Obviously, there's strong water placements there, so Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. But yeah, the vibe here, there's a lot of waves going on, choppy seas below this Queen of Cups feet. So maybe what people think about when your name comes to mind is that maybe you've had a lot of emotional trauma. Maybe you've had a lot of emotional experiences. Life for you hasn't really all been that easy. Maybe life for you at this point in time isn't all that easy. You could be dealing with something quite emotional. So people are sort of, having a passing thought about about something emotional that has either happened to you or is happening to you. Or maybe for some of you, it could be the fact that what comes to mind is their emotional feelings for you. So you may have some people around you at the moment who are feeling very emotionally drawn with you, who are feeling very emotionally safe with you in your presence, because the Queen of Cups person can make you feel very like safe and secure and like, you know, she's handing out a cup here and it's not just a tiny little cup and it's got a beautiful shell in it. If we think about the Page of Cups, it's giving a cup with a fish. Like, I don't know about you, Pile 1, but fuck that. I don't want a fish. If you're going to give me a cup of love, you give me like a beautiful seashell in it, not a fucking fish. Anyway, each their own. I do like to eat fish, yes. But nonetheless, so there is a vibe there in that sense. You know, and we have the seahorse there, and seahorses are known to change genders here. They're known to sort of, I think they can even impregnate themselves. So I don't know why I'm sharing that, but some of you could resonate with gender identity. So like, you know, be working on that area of your life as well here. So moving into the cards, so the Judgment, what comes to people's mind when they think about you? The imagery on this Judgment card always really draws me to body image here. And I feel like what comes to people's mind when they think about you, something to do with your body. You could be people who are very open in regards to your body. Like you might share things about your body that other people would not necessarily share with friends. You may have a very beautiful physique here. I see that also with the World card. There's something about your breasts. So when you come to people's minds, they think about your body and they may sexualize it here. So they may be very aroused. They may want to imagine or daydream about what your body looks like, what it would be like to have a sexual experience with you here. Also with the Judgment card, it's a card that talks about sort of like petty arguments a little bit, right? So I kind of feel like what comes to people's minds for some of you is that you're not afraid to like call people out for bad behavior. You're not afraid to have petty arguments about things. So, you know, that can be seen in a low vibrational sense, but at the end of the day, it could be just the fact that you're on your period and you're just not feeling yourself and you know, have these petty arguments with people. That's sort of the vibe I'm picking up. So when your name comes up or when your name crosses people's minds, they may think about a petty argument that they've had with you. I feel like that's maybe more work related. You know, I definitely kind of get angelic vibes here as well. So people may think about how spiritually protected you are here as well. You could be known as people's karma as well. You could be big advocates about karma, and we see that also with the Justice as well. So you are a very well balanced person, and I think most people, when they think about you, pile 1 is that you're always working from a place of good, not bad. You're always reminding people, don't do this, or like karma will come get you. You may love Taylor Swift's Karma Is My Boyfriend song. But yeah, the Justice card definitely tells me you guys are all about speaking from the truth. And this is what people think about. You're very honest, probably at your own detriment here. But you're all about bringing equal balance into your relationships, into your life. So I think a lot of people see you as somebody who's very grounded, very down to earth here. Now, the World card talks about success and renewal of success. So, you know, coming back to this emotional roller coaster, if any of you have been on that, I feel like a lot of people, when your name comes up, they think about who you were and who you are now and how much success you've achieved here with the World card. Again, there's something about your beauty now. You've definitely had a glow up. So people definitely are thinking about that. You have been many different types of people. Okay, with the 4 different types of beings here, I guess. I feel like you're not just the same old person, and that's what people think about when they hear your name or they think about you, is how much you've evolved, how much you've changed, how much you've grown into this beautiful creature. She's a very stunning individual here. With the Four of Cups, you know, I feel like there is this element of isolation here and solitude. So people definitely think about how you appreciate your time alone. They think about how easy it is for you to spend time alone. You guys could be doing yoga at the moment, spending more time with cats, listening to like therapeutic music, spending more time out in nature. So this is what is crossing their minds when they think about you. Justice we've already sort of touched on. And then finally here, before we move to pile 2, we have the Four of Pentacles. So the vibe I'm picking up here is like what people think about here is that you don't share everything. Like there are things about you that people still question. They wonder like, and they may have tried to get answers out of you, but I feel like what people think about here with the Four of Pentacles is you don't share everything. You might not share your financial status. You might not share like your next financial moves or whatever you're doing. I feel like people might think that you're hiding how much money you actually have in the bank. You are hiding some form of like success here, sitting on an idea that could actually be quite fruitful for you is what some people are thinking about when they think of you. Because the World card here definitely reiterates that you are being thought of as somebody who's highly successful, somebody who's completed a lot of goals, achieved a lot of dreams here. And you were probably looked up as an inspiration to many, pile 1. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but these cards definitely indicate some really true, highly valuable individuals here and how people are actually seeing you. So that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the sunflower, so a quick energy check-in when I think about the sunflower, just getting the timestamp. Sunflowers are a representation of obviously friendship. They're very bright. They're like the sun. So Leo energy here as well is coming through. I feel like when people think about you or, you know, your name comes up, I do feel like people genuinely feel quite happy about you, knowing you. They may even reminisce. I'm seeing 6 of Cups in my third eye. So these energies coming through could be like people from your past. There is an essence of nostalgia here. So I definitely feel like people reminisce about all the fun times they've had with you. I think you guys bring, I think you really bring a sense of hope and like, I don't know, fondness or bondness. You make people feel very connected or feel connected to you. You make people feel really seen and heard as well. So some of you could be really good listeners, active listeners as well. So you might listen to a person's story and then years later, like something might come up and you might reach out to them, that kind of vibe. But yeah, the sunflower stands tall and the sunflower stands out. So I definitely feel like a lot of you are very pretty. You have this very strong glow about you as well. You may have very nice skin. I definitely feel like some of you are really tall and really petite as well. There's obviously, it's probably average height people as well who picked this pile, but that's just something else that's coming through here. You're very joyous, and I think you're very loving and very giving. Some of you could be over-giving as well with the 6 of Pentacles in my third eye. You may have experienced a lot of takers in your life as opposed to givers. And this could be something what crosses people's minds when they think about you. So let's jump into the reading. Show me, we're not doing reversals. 5 cards. What are people thinking about when pile 2 comes up in conversation or crosses their minds? I'm seeing the 8 of Pentacles in my mind. So these people could be from work. So we have the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. There's the 6 of Pentacles. So that confirms that energy. We have the Knight of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. So overall, right, with the Five of Wands, I get two different messages. Normally when I see a Five of Wands card, if all the people on the card look exactly the same, then I would say some people might be viewing you or thinking that you have a lot of internal conflict. Hello? And then for others of you, I feel like I actually think a lot of you, because all the people look differently, you have a lot of people competing for your attention. And the fact that Sweetie has just jumped up now trying to compete you guys for my attention, I would say that is sort of the message I'm going to go with here. And I think because you are deemed like a sunflower here, I think a lot of people, what they think about is how many people actually want you. I only picked that up because we have the Knight of Wands here. So this is very strong sexual energy. Although this Knight of Wands doesn't give me the vibe of F-boy, F-girl. Like this Knight of Wands seems like they're all about adventure. So what I'm kind of picking up here with the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands is what people currently thinking about when, you know, your name gets brought up or they decide to think about you, is that you have a lot of people at this time trying to get your attention, but you are too busy off on your own, doing your own thing on your own adventures, solo adventures. I don't really feel like relationships are like at the forefront of your mind, or at least this is what people could be thinking about, or it's just an energy coming through. I'll lift you up to the sky. You can sit here, okay. So yeah, like that's sort of the vibe I'm getting here, because yeah, I don't get a strong F-boy, F-girl vibe from this Knight of Wands. So yeah, the Five of Wands definitely talks about people facing challenges and, you know, competition with others. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, you might find it quite awkward to learn that with the Five of Pentacles, there are people around you when they think about you, that they think about how you've left them out in the cold. Like you may have spoken to them, been on talking terms to them, but you sort of realize that they're just take from you. So then you've just sort of stopped talking to them. Maybe you've ghosted them as well here. So, yeah, are these people from your past that have tried to shoot their shot with you, or you tried to shoot their shot with you possibly here? And that's sort of the vibe I'm picking up. So Five of Wands, I feel confident in saying people are currently, the energies that are coming up in this pile, what they're thinking about is how much competition they have to try and win you over now. Okay, and I definitely feel like with the Knight of Wands, people are viewing you as somebody who's more focused on adventures on their own. If you are involved any romances, they're just sort of short term. You could be viewed as non-committal at this time because you're too busy off doing your own thing. Maybe you are tapping into your own spiritual like skills or talents here. We also have the Queen of Wands holding a sunflower, so I love these synchronicities here. You're definitely more focused on your own garden at this time than focusing on other people's gardens. And I think with the Six of Pentacles here, what people are thinking about on the back end of that thought is that you've had so many people take from you that you've sort of given up on, you know, pursuing romantic situations because they've only let you out in the cold. I feel like with the Knight of Swords here, what people think about is like people kind of come rushing in towards you, they love bomb you, and then they ghost you, they leave you out in the cold once they've taken everything they needed to take from you. And these are like thoughts probably coming through from people who've actually done that to you, or they're thoughts from people who are aware that this is what's happened to you. So it's pretty fucking toxic. And the fact that these people are processing this, I would have to say is a positive thing, because they are self-reflecting, you know. Will you get an apology in the near future? Who knows? But I definitely feel like for a lot of you with the Queen of Wands, people view you, or what they think about is how spiritually connected you are. You know, you're very gifted in the spiritual realm. You're very connected to cats here, I would have to say, because this Queen of Wands is surrounded by cat photos as well. but you're a good friend, you know, and I think you've made very positive choices in your life with the friends that you've had. And I think maybe some of your friends could be doing some self-reflection in regards to maybe competing against you. You know, you might have some friends here that everything you do, they can do better, or everything like that's happening to you, it's happening to them worse, sort of thing. So there could be people thinking about their like ill-intended behavior towards you, and this is including friends as well. The Six of Pentacles just reiterates that energy coming through. You guys are really good at giving, but I also think people, when they think about you, is about the breadcrumbing that they've done to you. I think there is this sense of remorse with this pile. Like people are really thinking about, like you might be in this energy of like, go fuck yourself. Like I've tried and tried to be your friend, and you know, I'm not taking like your BS anymore. So you're off on your own. I feel like with the Knight of Swords, you're seen as somebody very witty, very smart, intellectual. You're really good at quick comebacks as well. So when somebody fires a shot at you, you find it very easy to fire one back. I think you're in another like league of your own here is what I think these people think about. And whether or not you didn't see that before, you see that now. And that's why we have the Five of Pentacles here. I feel like these people are, what they're thinking about is how you've left them out in the cold now. Maybe they did it to you and now you're not competing for their time or their energy anymore. And this could be based around friendships, given that the sunflower is heavily connected to friendships. So, yeah, like I think if you have been trying to prove a point here, it's definitely being reached, pile number 2. So yeah, that is all I have for you. I hope you found that message well, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3, those of you who choose good vibes, welcome to your reading. So the energy I'm picking up with this crock plug is like a very hippie sort of vibe, indie vibe. So I don't know if you guys have dreadlocks or you like, you know, you love hugging trees and like to be out in nature, but you're all about good vibes. And I feel like you're very positive people. I'm not feeling like very pessimistic at the moment. I feel like you're very down to earth, like things are going really well in your life at this time. You're keeping your energy clean. You're keeping, you know, your social circle small. Maybe you're going out to festivals and having a good time, meeting new people, but at the same time still ensuring those boundaries are set in place, and that you are getting to know people on a better level, like on a deeper level before, you know, pursuing any kind of connection with. I definitely feel like I'm picking up 70s vibes, flares and stuff like that, high-waisted flares, crop tops, really funky style as well. So you guys are definitely looking quite stylish, to the point people are very in awe with your appearance. Like, I don't know what you're wearing or how you're choosing to wear your clothing, but I think it's catching a lot of attention. I think there's a lot of head turns as you're walking in rooms, walking in shopping centers. Is sort of the vibe I'm picking up here. So let's jump into it. What are people thinking when your name gets brought up, or, you know, what are they talking about? So we're not doing reversals. We just want 5 cards, please. Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles as the overall energy. We have the Star, Six of Wands, the Moon, Strength, Seven of Wands. You guys got an extra card, and Two of Cups. Excuse me. Okay, so Two of Wands is the overall energy. What are people thinking about? I think, like, you know, this person is very, like, busy. They've got their hands full, right? They're not only on a skateboard, they are also holding to, like, trying to balance, I feel like, work and play. So I definitely feel like what people are thinking about is maybe you're hard to reach at this time. Like, maybe what people are thinking about is, like, you know, you seem like quite busy, but you're still really well balanced. And, you know, the Two of Pentacles definitely talks about somebody being very adaptable, very flexible. So I feel like, you know, this good vibes energy, people are sort of thinking about how well balanced you are. Like you might have a really good job, but you're also got a really good social life as well. So you've got the best of both worlds. I feel like for a lot of you, you're quite successful here with the Six of Wands. You're definitely doing something online that is bringing you a lot of success for some of you, maybe not all of you. But yeah, moving into these cards, I would have to say with the Star, a lot of people think about all the healing that you have done. Maybe you're like not the person that you used to be. There's definitely a body transformation that has taken place that people are thinking about. If you are being naked in front of anyone at this time, they're noticing the changes, and that's what they think about when they think about you, or if they hear your name. If they've never seen you naked, they definitely want to see you naked. They're definitely thinking about what it's like to see you naked. Now I'm being really drawn to the jugs here. So she's pouring water back in here, and then she's wasting some water over here. So people could be thinking about time wasted with you, maybe not expressing their feelings, because when we think about water, we think about emotion. So for some of you, people are currently thinking when they hear your name or think about you is wasted time. Or wasted opportunities to express their feelings for you. You are in a different league of your own now. Like you've leveled up somehow, and I feel like with the Six of Wands, that's what people are sort of processing at the moment. You are maybe you were very imbalanced in a point in your life, okay, and you've spent the time healing. You've been able to sort of put your healing, focus your energy on something quite positive, and there is some kind of victory here. You do have a lot of jealous eyes around you as well in regards to whatever you are doing online. So people could be thinking about that, or they could be just thinking that they are feeling somewhat jealous about your success here. It is hidden from you though with the Moon card. Six of Wands definitely talks about public recognition. So people are thinking about whatever it is you're doing really well with it, and you're getting a lot of recognition from it. So people are definitely thinking about whatever you're doing, like online or at work. People are thinking about that success you've recently had or have been having. Now, the Moon card sort of gives me the vibe here that there are hidden feelings here. It could also be talking about these people think about your intuition always being right. You know, the Moon is very intuitive energy. It's also very feminine energy. So these people could be thinking about your feminine energy. They could be thinking about how your intuition is never wrong. It's always right. They could also be thinking about any hidden fears that you have that they are aware that you have as well. If you have a dog here, they are reminiscing about time spent in a dog park. That is the vibe I get from this Moon. People secretly meeting up in a dog park. But this person does not seem very interested, right? So maybe people, when they're thinking about you or your name comes up, is like there is this jealousy. I kind of pick up this vibe, very similar to how this chick is looking. Like this chick and this chick are the same person. So there is a person here who is definitely jealous of you. There is some envy, green-eyed monsters around you at the moment. So just bear that in mind. That is hidden from you, I would say, with the Moon card. You know, it's the thing that's coming to my mind, pile 3. It's some people don't want people to heal because they evolve and move on from bad behaviors and stuff. So just bear in mind, this person could be very closer to you than what you realize. This could be like a best friend or something like that, somebody you confide in. They're trying to keep you stuck because they don't want this public recognition, this success. Because naturally, when we remove ourselves from, you know, bad habits of PTSD and trauma, we start leveling up, we start getting back on our path, our calling, and people can't control us. So I kind of get that vibe here. Now with the Strength card here, I feel like this is reiterating that energy. You are now a lot more braver. You've faced your demons, you've faced your fears, and this is what people are currently thinking about. And the fact that Seven of Wands comes after that means what they're thinking about is the boundaries you have now set. So this could be romantic energies because we have the Two of Cups Cups here, you now have set very healthy boundaries with the people that you invite into your space for potential romantic encounters, is what people are thinking about. You are definitely somebody who takes no BS anymore, is what people are talking about. You're very more slow moving at getting to know your counterparts. And again, this is all coming back to you being more balanced, more grounded. You're like, yep, I can get to know you and maybe date you, but I'm not going to stop my hobbies. I'm not going to stop working. I'm not going to allow this experience to affect my goals, my dreams, is sort of the vibe I'm picking up with what these people are thinking about. You definitely have worked really hard and where you are today, and this is what these people think about. And because of that, you're not allowing anyone access to ruin what you've built for yourself. And I think that's great. This means that those people around you are fully aware that you mean business now. You're very protective of your energy, and you are, you've come out on the other side here with the Strength card. So I think this is really quite a positive reading. And the fact that these are what these people are thinking. And then, yeah, with the Two of Cups here, there is soulmate vibes here. So people could be around you thinking that you are their soulmate, or hoping that you think they are your soulmate, but you might have your walls up at this time. I definitely feel like people could see you or be thinking that you are not very open to romantic encounters at this time. And if you are, you're making them work really hard to break those barriers down, to bring down your walls, is what they're thinking. They might think you have quite high walls at this time if you are going on dates or seeing anybody, but taking it really slow. So that is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed that message, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Pile 4, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the Fanta bottle, so some of you may love Fanta. It also looks like a Sprite bottle to me. So in Australia, this is what a Sprite bottle would look like. Fanta normally looks orange. And Mountain Dew as well is also coming to mind. But just a quick energy check-in. So obviously, Fanta is short for fantastic. So I feel like maybe you guys are feeling really fantastic. Maybe people think you're looking fantastic. You might make people feel really fantastic. I am seeing the Three of Cups at the bottom of this deck that I'm about to shuffle. So I feel like a lot of you are out socializing, and, after you leave a social event, people are feeling like on a really high vibe. You guys might be really into dancing, hitting up the dance floor, and, getting people up out of their seats. And making themselves feel really good about themselves. So you guys could be coming from a place of love and happiness right now. So when people are around you, they're finding that very contagious. I'm seeing a lot of maybe drinking and partying here, and if that's not you, that's fine. Just remember, not all messages will resonate. So let's jump into your 5 cards. So no reversals. What are people thinking about when they think about pile number 4? Sex and love. All right, so your overall vibe, we have the High Priestess. We've got Queen of Pentacles here. Okay, so we have the Ace of Wands, the Hangman, the Three of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. The Hermit is also breaking free from the bottom of the deck there. But yeah, let's go. So High Priestess's overall energy. This is like what people think about is your psychic abilities. You may be tarot readers here. I would have to say hands down, a lot of you would be. When the High Priestess card comes out, that's normally the audience that has picked that pile. Correct me if I'm wrong though. Yeah, so I definitely feel like you're up to date with the news as well. I'm looking at this like Tarot magazine here. So there's something, your affiliation with social media or social events, you always know the know. And I feel like a lot of people, what they think about you, there's not much you don't know about. And I feel like what people think about is they can't keep secrets from you, because you can see right through people. I'm feeling a very strong spiritual energy right now. I'm feeling very clairvoyant. You may have the ability to just look at people and predict their future, which is like a magnificent gift. If you're not monetizing that, you could definitely consider doing that. Practice makes perfect. It's always good to practice with friends first. or family members. So the Ace of Wands, right? So you have this very strong sexual energy at this time. So people are definitely thinking about a sexual experience with you, whether or not it's already taken place or it's something that they want to happen. The Ace of Wands definitely tells me people are feeling very sexually drawn to you. Now, if you have already been intimate with people, people from your past would be reminiscing about this sexual experience, wanting it to happen again. I also feel like with the Ace of Wands, it's a very creative card as well. It's very inspiring energy. So I think a lot of people get inspired by you, which we sort of pick that up with the Fanta bottle. You make people want to pursue their creative outlets. You make people want to, do better in this life, bring more vibrancy in their life, bring more happiness into their life, and that could be through the form of sexual pleasure. But I definitely feel like you have a lot of people adoring you at the moment. I think you've got people sort of shaking and moving and dancing and feeling in a different energy that they have before after they engage with you, whether it be online in text message or actually face to face. People are leaving your energy and feeling more uplifted and maybe feeling a bit more goal orientated as well here. So the Hangman obviously is one that can talk about different perspectives in life. So I feel like for a lot of you, what people are thinking about when they think about you is your very upside down perspective on life. It's very different, it's very unique, and I feel like you give a lot of people something to think about in their own life, in life in general, maybe what this world is about, this realm that we're in, whatever rabbit holes you've gone down. Maybe you guys are big on conspiracy theories here. But they're definitely thinking about the perspectives that you have had or shared with them. And, for some of you, they might actually think these perspectives have come from, a loss or some kind of trauma that you have experienced here with the Three of Swords. It could have been a sexual experience that was quite traumatic for you as well. So my condolences there, because that's shit. Some people could be thinking about that when they think about you as well, of an experience that you endured that was pretty fucked up. For some of you, it could even be the people who did that to you as well here. So sorry if that's going to be a very triggering message. So I'm sorry about that. But yeah, Three of Swords definitely tells me what people think about. They either think about the loss that they've created or the sadness that they've created for you, or an experience that you have shared with them. I would have to say with the Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups, people from your past, like romantic encounters, people who have let you down, maybe said, here, I ever want to fall in love with you, but actually fucked you right over with the Three of Swords. I feel like those people are thinking about doing you wrong. I feel like because of the High Priestess, if that's what people are thinking about, you may be in the public eye here. So for some reason you could be being talked about, and when people bring up your name and find out what you're up to, you could be doing something with your psychic abilities, and this is making them do a bit of self-reflection. Maybe they're reviewing their karma that they have received here. But Three of Swords definitely is a very low vibrational energy. This definitely tells me people think about something really horrible that they've either done to you, or something that really horrible has happened to you, but you haven't lost your kindness here with the Ace of Cups. Like, you've experienced a lot of trials and tribulations here, but you're still this very loving and giving person, and you're still haven't, like when people can go down the path of just one after the other really bad romantic experiences, they just totally give up and they turn really bitter. You have not done that. You've still invested time and energy on yourself with the Queen of Pentacles. To be viewed as the Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. I definitely feel like with the Ace of Cups, people see you as somebody, or what they think about is wanting to have a deeper connection with you, or a missed opportunity. Like, they've totally lost out. They are in the state of the Three of Swords now because they didn't pursue a relationship with you. I think with the Queen of Pentacles though here, pile 4, what they think about is how grounded and stable you are. and how successful you are, and you're self-made. Okay, you look fire right now. There is something very elegant about you. There's something very like rich about you. You look very rich, you look very wealthy, you look very healthy, you look like you're taking a really good care of yourself, and people are really thinking about that. I also think there's something about your shoes here. You're wearing really nice shoes, really nice clothing. You know, you're definitely looking like the queen that you are, or the king that you are. Look, rabbits here in Australia, like we have this saying like, oh, they're people like effing like rabbits here. So I definitely feel like if any of you are pursuing a romantic connection at the moment, somebody could be thinking about how much sex you're actually having with them. So they're definitely appreciating that and appreciating you here. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys. I hope you found that message well. This is Luna, who's come to say hello. But yeah, sending much love and light. I'll see you next time. Bye. Pile number 5. Welcome to your reading. So we have Luna here for you today. Come on. Yeah. She thinks I'm a tree. Okay, so out of office. You are hard to reach at this time, right? You are not available is what I feel. Like you may have shut the door on love right now, shut the door on friendships right now. You may just be really busy on trying to focus on yourself. Maybe you have found somebody that you want to spend time with and get to know. So you have shut the shop on other suitors coming towards you here. But yeah, the out of office, you know, is definitely symbolizes you not being available. So whether or not you've decided to give up on people and maybe just sort of shut shop is what I'm picking up. So let's just see. And if you are new to my channel, it's very rare Luna comes and says hey. So yeah, hopefully you feel a bit special. Yeah, I do feel more of a low vibrational energy with you guys. So I really hope that you are doing well. And trust that this time will pass if that does resonate. So show me what people are thinking about when they think about pile number 5. So we're not taking reversals. Yeah, so we have the King of Swords. You are in arms is what I feel. We do have the 9 of Wands here. Scoot your tush. We have the 5 of Swords. Thanks. We have the 8 of Swords, we have the King of Cups, and we have the 2 of Swords. A lot of Swords energy here. So obviously Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You are out of office because there's a lot going on in the mind, I feel. So the vibe I'm picking up with the King of Swords, what people think about when they think about you is you're highly intelligent. You may be too intelligent to be played, to be fooled, and maybe you finally had enough, and that's why you've shut shop here with the out of office. I definitely feel the overall energy, what people think about here, or, you know, when they hear your name or when they decide to think about you here, is that you're definitely on guard and you're definitely in combat mode. You're ready to fight. So people could be thinking if they take action towards you, you're ready to like cut them a new one, tear them a new one, I should say, is sort of the vibe I'm picking up. He's little, so adorable, my little puppy. So yeah, come here. I feel very aggressive, to be honest. I feel like there is this element of aggression. So people could be viewing you as somebody who is very angry and upset with them, very disinterested in life and with those people around you. The 9 of Wands tells me that people, what they're thinking about is you are not interested in them or what they have to say here. You are tired of their bullshit. With this 5 of Swords. So I feel like a lot of you, you're either have just sort of gone and told everyone to like get fucked here, or it's just one person. Maybe it's a romantic suitor here, but I definitely feel like this 9 of Wands, what they're thinking about is that people can't just come to you and take action towards you. You've leveled up in some way, shape or form here. Like you've turned the tables is what I'm hearing. Like if people want to take action to you, this is what they're thinking, that they really have to work quite hard because you've gone through a lot of conflict. I think a lot of you have had a lot of like backstabbing, bitching behind your back, and enough's enough. You're definitely not afraid to put people in their place anymore because you have been put in this Eight of Swords energy for so long. So what I feel like, even with the King of Cups, you may now be taking the role on of emotionally manipulating people who have created a lot of confusion and been very indecisive in your dealings with them, like, you know, keeping you on like unread or not responding when they should be, ghosting, that sort of vibe. I feel like what people are thinking about here is you're somebody who's ready to fight for your like mental health, your well-being, you know, your heart also here. The Five of Swords is definitely an energy. These people are thinking about an argument that they've had with you, the conflict that they've created with you, and this is why you don't want anything to do with them, is what I feel these people are thinking about. And I feel like they feel like you've put them now. Don't you love it when your cat just knocks all the cards over? Yeah, I feel like I'm going away for the night. I've got my friend's 50th tonight a few hours away, and I've got my luggage out, so I feel like that is why Luna is being this way. She's not normally showing signs of this. Come here. But yeah, so the Eight of Swords, what people are thinking about is maybe the entrapment that they put you in, maybe the mind games, the conflict that they threw your way when they shouldn't have done that. You are the King of Cups. You're somebody who is emotionally well balanced, and they've created an imbalance here. They've also thinking about why you are now undecided or indecisive in regards to what action you'll take towards them, or why you've pulled your energy away here with the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. I definitely feel like these people are also thinking about how you're not to be messed with. Like if people mistreat you or misuse you, the King of Cups in a low vibrational energy turns into one of the biggest emotional manipulators, are very, very good at playing with people, like the strings on people's hearts. So I feel like that's what these people are thinking about. Like they got what they deserved, is what I'm hearing. And it's all because of the conflict that they brought to you. It's all because of the mistreatment that they brought to you, is what I'm feeling. Well, all I can really say here, Pile 5, is you're going to know like who this person is or who these people are, but I would remain in this energy until an honest apology comes through. You know what you bring to the table here with the Nine of Pentacles. You're a very abundant person. Single looks really good on you, and I feel like that's what these people are also thinking about. Like they may have also been thinking that they didn't think you would sort of like walk away here. They didn't think you would put a guard up and say, well, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet here. Do you know what I mean? Luna just bit my hand. So I don't know. I just kind of feel like you played the player here, and that's probably what this person or these people are thinking about. They thought they were playing you, but you played them first. And I think they're quite stumped for that, Pile 5. Like, I actually think they're quite like, what the fuck? Did not see that coming. And now you're sort of standing here like Shania Twain, sorry, that don't impress me much. So I kind of feel like these people had it coming. You knew that. And they're sort of like walking away now very defeated here because you know your thing. I think you've been in this energy before. Maybe this is what they're thinking about. They weren't aware that you've experienced these sorts of like experiences before, these sorts of people. Maybe these people were narcissists and weren't really sure or weren't really aware that you were already 10 steps ahead of them, is sort of what I'm hearing. But yeah, Looney, I feel like the way the Luna is acting here is like they don't want you to let go. So maybe they're hoping that you return. Maybe they're hoping that you are happy to keep playing games, playing with their games. What are you doing? Maybe like, so Luna is like attacking my arm. So I kind of feel like maybe maybe they feel like you're going to make up here. So maybe they think like you're in this energy of this King of Swords at the moment. Allow you to like blow some heat off, or blow some steam off, I should say, and that you will sort of come back around is sort of what I vibe. Like, these people feel very drawn to you. I think when they think about you, I think they kind of get off on the gameplays, the conflict that they've had with you, the petty arguments they've had with you. I think like what they're really enjoying right now is how you know your worth, and you're now leaving them unread. You're ghosting them. You're not following, like chasing them. They are now having to chase you. They're going to now have to take action towards you, a bit like sort of Luna. I don't know. Some of you might like that. Some people get turned on by like petty arguments. It can be a turn on for some romantic suitors. But I definitely feel like for a lot of you, these people are definitely thinking about, you know, the disappointment that they've brought to you, and the disappointment that you're returning. It's like a tit for tat energy here. It's sort of like gameplay. I'm even seeing the Page of Swords in my mind. It can play mind games. So these people are definitely thinking about this connection not being ended here with the Death in reverse. They definitely feel like you will be back. So I don't know where to go with that in regards to this reading, but that's sort of what I have for you, pile 5. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed Luna coming to your reading. But yeah, sending much love and light. Bye.